importantly, we had Hall of Fame induction ceremonies over the weekend. They included Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, inducted into the Hall of Fame, Sue Bird, some other women's stars. And you're right, Ramsey. I don't even know if that was on TV. I don't know if it was anywhere.
I think it was on NBA TV if it was on anywhere.
Maybe it was. And, of course, no one on big football weekend, no one was really paying attention to that. But I did pay attention to this. Zach Cram at ESPN.com, he said, well, let's look at who is playing now, who will be in the Hall of Fame someday. He has NBA 75th anniversary team locks. These guys are as sure to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame as the 49ers are to be in the playoffs this year. Right, Ramsey? Giannis, Steph, AD, Durant, Harden, LeBron, Kawhi, Dame Lillard, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, who knows? He could be playing here. Non-top 75 locks. Jokic, Kyrie, Draymond, Clay, PG-13, Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid, Shea, Rudy Gobert.
I got a beef with two of those.
Go ahead. What do you got?
And Draymond Green and Rudy Gobert. I don't see it.
I think statistically, I think they're probably in, but I understand your point. Gobert has 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, tied for the most ever. Let's see. And if Dikembe and Ben Wallace are Hall of Famers, Gobert, Zach Francis probably is. So I see your point. I think the number suggests he's got a really good shot.
I mean, when you put it like that, I understand it. I don't agree with it, as it says right here. I don't agree with it, but yeah.
Young stars well on their way. Luka, Jason Tatum, and Wembanyama. And then we get to veterans on the bubble. He's got Kat, Horford, Kevin Love, Drew Holiday, Kyle Lowry, and DeMar DeRozan. Now, even Zach Cram says he doesn't understand how DeMar DeRozan is on the bubble, even though he puts him on the bubble. Basketball Reference gives DeRozan a 48% chance to make the Hall of Fame. Their formula is wrong, and this is no local bias. As Ramsey pointed out, DeMar DeRozan has 25,292 points.
And counting.
Yes. So that's going to be good enough. Only 4 retired players with at least 20,000 career points are not in the Hall of Fame, and they're barely over 20,000. So 25 plus and counting, DeMar DeRozan's going to be in the Hall of Fame, no matter what Basketball Reference says. Finally, and this is the most interesting group, 29-year-olds on the edge. Again, this is Zach Cram looking at Pro Basketball Hall of Fame likelihoods for current NBA players. Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown, Domantas Sabonis. And there we get to the meat of this conversation. What are the odds that Domantas Sabonis is in the Basketball Hall of Fame? Here's what Zach Cram writes. Sabonis could follow a DeRozan-esque compiler path to join his father Arvydas, who made the Hall largely on the strength of his international career. The younger Sabonis is only a 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA honoree, but he keeps racking up points, rebounds, and assists. 68 career triple-doubles, 50 of them coming in his 3 full seasons in Sacramento. Sabonis could reach triple-digit triple-doubles, which only 6 players in NBA history have achieved, although Luka will probably get there before Domantas Sabonis. What do you just think of that general thought, Ramsey? Domantas Sabonis, will he be a Hall of Famer someday?
I mean, if he continues on this path, most definitely, especially as noted, having 50 of his 68 career triple doubles here with the Sacramento Kings, and he is someone that, especially for those that weren't familiar with him the day the trade was made for him for Tyrese Halliburton, and people were getting disappointed that they gave up on Tyrese Halliburton. I was one of the first people to be like, we got a 3-time All-Star in Domantas Sabonis. Why are people getting besides himself? Like, I almost felt at the time they stole Sabonis from Indiana in that fact. And I was like, they got Sabonis. It fits. It works. And we have seen his consistency.
Yeah, I think he's a really good player, obviously. 3-time All-Star doesn't really equate to Hall of Fame necessarily. Domantas Sabonis Hall of Famer right now, I don't see it. Certainly it's possible, and he's a really good player. It's almost 2 different arguments. Like, yeah, he's a really good player, and he's really helped them, but Hall of Fame, he hasn't done, anything close to what his dad did internationally because he's been playing here. He's been a really good player. I think he's going to have either just continue to just be right there every year, Mr. Double-Double, Triple-Double for a long time. At some point, a guy like that, there aren't many of them, but they get to the point where they just topple all resistance because, like, the numbers are too much. So he could do that and or some postseason success.
All of the above.
Yeah.
All of the above. I mean, if he does continue on this consistent path, yeah, the numbers are going to be there. I mean, like you said, you named, but they were more defensive. Like Ben Wallace made the Hall of yeah, Ben Wallace is definitely a Hall of Famer with the resume that he had.
But some of that was the teams he was on too.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Just like, I mean, defensive. I mean, like I said, Ben Wallace with he's one, and the other one that they named was Rudy Gobert. I mean,
I'm with you on Gobert, by the way. I totally understand your argument. I mean, Zach Cram's argument is, well, he's 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. But Rudy Gobert, and I don't really have anything against him. I know he's not the most well-liked player. But someone says Rudy Gobert, Hall of Fame. Any objections? My hand's going up.
Mine as well, because here's the other thing. Here's the other objection. You mentioned playoffs and you mentioned postseason.
Mm-hmm.
He makes the postseason, but that's all he does.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't advanced far enough in the postseason for me to be like, I look at him in a different light.
Yeah, he's got a strong case that he's building, but yeah. I think he's still got some more to put together there on that resume to be a Hall of Famer. Sabonis, I think, is a long ways, but there is a path. That's the way I see it.
As they say, there's
he ain't
definitely
there, but I could see how he could do it.
There's definitely, as they say, a pathway.
Yeah,
that's definitely available. And going back to DeRozan, if there's anyone taking his resume and his line of work that he's put forth, if there's anyone that thinks DeMar DeRozan isn't a Hall of Fame, I need to check your basketball credentials at the door.
Yeah, I may have to when I have more time because I don't really care that much. It's so dumb. I don't know how Basketball References formula could say 48% chance. You need to change your formula.
Yeah, I don't.
And I like Basketball Reference. I may have to boycott Basketball Reference. Again, not out of some, Kings related bias, but just that's stupid. That can't be right. Why are you doing that? You shouldn't have that on your website, Ramsey.
Yeah, in my opinion, especially, I mean, I'm not comparing careers, but the last 25,000 point scorer that recently just got into the Hall of Fame was Vince Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And Vince Carter's career, yes, he was definitely a Hall of Famer, but his career at the end kept extending out and extending out further and extending out further.
By the way, just for fun, I don't know how much fun, but for fun, the 4 retired players with at least 20,000 career points who are not in the Hall of Fame are LaMarcus Aldridge, Joe Johnson, Tom Chambers, and Antoine Jameson.
And yeah. I could argue for a couple of them. I mean, especially in
Aldridge and Johnson could still make it.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say I could say definitely. He didn't earn the name ISO Joe for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Give him the ball on a block and let him go to work. Keegan Murray, make a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
ISO Joe might be able to help you, sir. And LA and that turnaround jumper he had in the post.
Oh yeah,
unstoppable.
And congratulations, speaking of Keegan, on the nuptials. He got married over the weekend. When we come back, not sure how to feel about that 49er win. Well, they're almost certain to be 2-0. We'll look at that next. Sactown Sports.
This